Very strange. Very strange that chat was disabled. Let's see if it's still disabled. Maybe it's just a problem with YouTube. There we go. All right, now chat's working. Yeah, bitch. I don't know what happened, but it's working now. I don't know what happened, but this bitch is working now. So, anyways, as I was saying before, I'm not scared to say Merry Christmas. So I'm gonna say Merry Christmas, and yep, we're good now. Yeah, I'm not scared to say Merry Christmas. I know some people are scared to say Merry Christmas. I'm not one of those people. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, I don't celebrate Christmas, but my kids do. So anyway, so welcome back, all my fine aviation enthusiast friends. Welcome back to the Airplane Show Christmas Eve special. Christmas Eve special flight. Sir. Let me delete this one video. All right, so I really love the CJ4. That is a super good, fun plane to fly. So we're going to fly this here CJ4. And we're going to go ahead and fly from Tucson, Arizona to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And I downloaded some liveries with this here aeroplane, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. I bought some liveries because I didn't really like any of the. Well, I like one of the standard liveries. I shouldn't say I don't like any. I like one of the standard liveries from for the Cessna CJ4, but I've used it quite a few times, so I wanted something new. So I do have live weather and live time on. And I already loaded up the airplane with the correct fuel and the correct weight. I just did it in this this weight and balance section here. I already put in our call sign and our flight number today. So let's go ahead and click fly. And hopefully everything will work properly. Hopefully everything will work properly, because sometimes it doesn't. And it's a bitch. It's a bitch when it doesn't work properly. Why can't I see my channel? There we go. Channel and live. We'll do it live. That's not my. Oh, yeah, that is it right there. Okay. Very good. So we're going to put this up here, and we're going to just monitors that, see if anybody goes ahead messages me. So I like this livery, man. This thing looks cool as hell. Chrono Aviation. Oh, I should get rid of the flight number on the wing, on the tail. That looks kind of strange. It like blacks out the chrono part, but whatever. Maybe I should get rid of that tail number. I don't know. Let me think about that for a second. Because we need to have a tail number on there. Fuck it, we'll leave it. That's not my fault that they decided to do that. But we got to have our tail number. We got to have the OU869 on there. OU869. All right. I haven't flown this plane in a while, but muscle memory should take over. Muscle memory should take over. It's a fun plane. I love me some Cessna CJ4 action, that's for sure. This is one of my favorite planes in this game. This FMC down here does so much shit. It's fucking crazy. And everything should still kind of be set up for me, with the screens and all that. We'll have to run through it, but all right, let's go ahead, and we are going to run through the checklist since it's only like 13 things or something like that. So let's get the Giga Chad going. Giga Chad always has to be right. Oop, wrong button. That's down. All right, let's go to starting the engines. love me some CJ4 action. I say it every stream. This is my favorite plane. This one might actually be my favorite plane in this whole simulator. I know I say it with every plane, but this one might actually be it. I just hope this livery doesn't fuck things up in this plane. I was correct last night. If you watched the stream with the Dreamliner, I tried that half of that flight. I tried after I ended the stream. I erased all the liveries and used the basic livery, and I had 0 issues with the frame rate. So I knew it was the fucking livery last night. I knew it. All right, let's wait until N2 gets up to 20. Close enough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we might have a problem because of delivery. Damn it. Son of a bitch. It might be the live weather and the live time. You motherfucker. Damn, son of a bitch. All right, let's exit out of here. Motherfucker. God, these damn screens, man. You guys see, this is what I deal with, man. I cannot work under these conditions. Fucked up, man. All right, let's turn off live weather and live time. And you know, we'll do a couple other things also. All right, let's turn off this. Let's just have clear skies. 9:30 a.m. is okay. Let's turn off air traffic. And let's go ahead and go here and go under general options and go under traffic. And let's turn all this off. Sometimes turning all this off helps as well. Let's find out if it was the livery or if it was something else. Because it could be a delivery. I've never had an issue with the CJ4. That's a first. I have never had problems with the screens on that plane. A little hard to fly the plane when you can't, when you don't have any gauges. It's just a smidge difficult. What the fuck, man? Why are we at nighttime? Did I choose nighttime? Oh, this is the morning time. All right, well, I can deal with that. All right, let's go ahead and let's get rid of this yoke. What a yoke. All right, battery on. Oh, where's the lights? All right, let's put the avionics on dispatch. And let's click run. Let me check the flight plan and see if those coordinates are correct. 3207, yep, that's correct. All right, let's do the next engine. Run. All right, let's put standby display on. Let's put this avionics display on. Let's put some lights on. Seatbelt on. All right, let me get my mouse working so we can enter our flight plan. Let's wait for this to finish getting positionalized. All right, position is good. All right, let's enter our flight plan. All right, so we have KTUS. And we have MMPR. We're going to spend Christmas Eve down in Puerto Vallarta. That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right, we got runway 12, so let's go to depart. We don't have runway 12 in here, so we'll do, I don't know, I guess runway left. Execute. Let's go back to flight plan. Let's go to next. Oh, we don't have to. All right, so, and then from there we have, where's our actual, okay, so we have TUS J92. Do we have TUS? No, we don't. Okay, so let's type in TUS first. Flight plan. Okay, TUS. Oh, yeah, we should type in our flight number too while we're here. CRO. Chrono. Ray Lewis's number, and then Ed Reed's number, 5220. All right, so we got TUS, and now we're going to type in J92. And we're taking that to VYLLA. Then we are taking UT12. Highway not found. Interesting. Alright, so we'll type in CUL. Clear. Alright, no problem. We'll type in CUL. That is... Actually, let's go back a screen. Previous, let's go to flight plan. VYLLA, let's type in Algun, which is the beginning of that airway that we can't put in. Now let's type in UT12 and see if it picks it up. I doubt it will. Hey, there we go. UT12 to, what's it, CUL? That's cool. All right, UT12 to CUL. Now it works. Very good. All righty. And then we have UJ7. And we're taking that to MZT. That's probably from Mazatlan. And then we have J141. And we are taking that to OB Rug. I expect you, OB. To tell the townspeople of Red Rock that John Ruth let their new sheriff die. There ain't no bounty on my head, bushwhacker. You let me die? That's murder. All right, let's see here. Depart. It's from The Hateful Eight. Fucking awesome movie. All right, we're landing RNAV 4. And Roripo is our vector. That's our transition. And Obru 1A. Execute. Very good. So let's go to legs. Let's make sure we don't have any discontinuities or anything. All right, everything looks good there. Okay, let's go to performance. Let's go to performance setup. Our cruising altitude is 41,000 feet. We had 5 passengers, and we had 250 in cargo. Is how I had it set up. That's not enough fuel. We got to refuel. Oops, wrong button. Shit. Yep, we had more fuel than that. We wasted some fuel. Okay, let's put that in. Takeoff. Outside air temperature. I guess we should contact the ATC. Fuck, come on. change this and see if it's still the same slope. Now it's negative 0.9. All right, so negative 0.59. All right, we got that. Let's go next. AI is on takeoff, flaps 15. All right, let's send this to the FMC. Let's go back to performance. VNAV setup. All right, what is our transition level for Puerto Vallarta? Let's look at the chart. It's actually 18,500, but it says flight level 195. So let's do that. FL 195. All right, so that's all done. Let's go back to performance. We got VNAV, we got takeoff, flight log. All right, that's good. Now let's set up this screen here. So let's take off reference. All right, that looks good. Display menu. This all should still be set up from last time. Yep, it is. All right, very good. So let's go back to legs. And we can click off of this. But we really don't need that. We can leave this data up because we got this map. Well, you know what? Let's change it. Let's put that info on this one here. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and I want to check a couple of things real quick before we go. We do need to turn on the emergency lights. Let's go ahead and do that. That is over here. All right, let me just run through this real quick. I think everything is still fine. Okay, arc. It should still be set up from how I had it before. 25 miles. That's okay. BRG. Okay, BRG pointer. Damn it. Didn't get there in time. All right. BRG pointer. Do FMS1. Escape. Let's go down again. Configuration. All right, metric altitude, that's fine. Flight level alert. AOA display, okay, that's good. Okay, overlays. Weather, terrain, TFC is on. Okay, that's good. References. All of these should be on. Yep, we don't need minimums. We have our destination elevation already. Very good. And borrow set. Yep, standard is fine because we're not using live weather because that kicks our screens off. Very good. And one last thing to check is just the screen down here. All right, FMS text is on. Yeah, that's what I want. I don't need systems 1 and 2. And lower menu, ePost, NextRad, overlays. Weather, TFC is on. All right, that's good. And I think map symbols, I kind of have that on minimum. Yeah, high nav, low navs, interms, speed, altitude, missed approach ring. Yep, all right, everything looks good. Very good. All right, let's, we don't have any constraints, I don't think, for our takeoff, so let's just plug in 41,000 feet. Christ, come on. There we go. Let's click Flight Director. Let's click Nav. All right, and how much fuel does it say we have? 1440 something left. Okay, good. All right, let's taxi. Let's put on our. Oh, actually, let's put on our PIDOT heat. And let's put on our taxi lights and our strobe lights and our logo lights. And let's click this and do performance. Actually, we can just leave it on legs too, I guess. All right, that's fine. And everything should be fine over here. All right, very good. Let's turn these lights down. Let's go ahead and taxi. Yeah, am I doing, I think I have 0 for our flaps for takeoff. We'll put them down anyways. Brake off. Yeah, park and brake is off. Must not be giving it enough juice. All right, so here we are, early morning flight from Tucson to Puerto Vallarta. I have never done this. I've never done this route before. I'm excited. I am excited. This is gonna be fun. I saw steps for. Nope, I thought I saw stepped altitudes, but I'll have to look at that once we're in the air. I don't see anything for takeoff. Yeah, it looks like we can. Where did I see those stepped altitudes at? All I see is 41,000 feet for a long time. All right, yeah, it's good. I don't know. Maybe I misread it. I don't know. I could have sworn I saw we were like at 23,000 feet before we got to 41,000. I know we have to go down to that, but. we go. Yo! Hopefully that wasn't up there long like that. That's crazy. I don't think anybody's watching right now anyway, so it's okay. It's okay if there's a little error just now, because it doesn't look like anybody's checking it out right now anyways. One time. Let's come rewind. Powerful action. Boom. Plus your cannons. 5-1 Tammins. Imagining MC to step in my direction. Staten Island's best son. Fuck what you heard. Well, talking that shit is absurd. Repertoire's USSR. Yellow style got thrown out the car and ran over by the Method Man, G. See, my low cut face stay bushy. Like a porcupine, I par backs like a spine. But you like a blunt and reconstruct your design. I know you want to diss me, but I can reach your mind cause you weak in the knees. Like SWV, trying to get a title like Woo Killer Bees. Change your habit, you know I'm friends with the Abbott. Me and RZA Rhyme, we are printed in the tablets on the best. Paid our debts for mad years. Hibernating sounds and we'll be out like bears, par speaking. Oh man, I see our destination finally. After 4 hours of taxiing, we're almost here. Boy, Christmas will be over by the time they get in the air. Shady will fucking kill you. You don't wanna fuck with Shady. Shady fucking kill you. So we got to take off and then turn to the south. Excuse me. VR is 99. Looks like 140 is our VY speed, which is the VY is the best speed for climbing according to the nav system. Took off a little fast, but we're okay. Gear up. Turn to the south. Yourself in climb thruster mode. Let's get lined up a little more with our flight plan before we click navigation. I'm sorry, before we click on the autopilot. We're still flying manually. Flight plan is starting to get ready to line up. The magenta line is starting to get in line there. Already have our thrusters in climb mode, as you can see on that display on the right. We're in CLM, or CLB actually. All right, let's go ahead and click autopilot, and let's click flight level control. And let's go to 140. And let's turn off our landing lights. Very good. There we go, man. We are golden. Oh, look at that. It's red underneath. That's cool. We are on our way to Puerto Vallarta. We have to switch our barometric pressure over here in a moment, even though it's already in standard, but I guess we'll officially make it standard. I guess we can do it through, let me get rid of this. now we're in standard there. Why is it saying we're gonna have no fuel by the time we? That doesn't make sense. I mean, unless I put in the wrong amount of fuel, but I thought I was. I mean, it only says 1333 kilograms. We should be okay. Not sure why it says that. Oh well. It's weird how it's not giving us any kind of fuel reading past that third waypoint. But we have plenty of fuel though. Chrono Aviation. On our way to Puerto Vallarta. In my favorite plane. Every plane's my favorite plane in this simulator, but this one might just be just a little bit more. Just a little bit more better. Just a little mo better. Getting ready to cross into Mexico. This waypoint here, VYLLA, that's right on the border of the United States and Mexico. Okay, that's not the correct Mach number we should be at. That's not good. We should be at Mach 0.64. Well, let's adjust that. .39. Yeah, we should be at Mach 6.4 right now. I'm sorry, 0.64. Go. That's according to SimBrief. So let's get up to that speed and then we'll continue our climb. We'll just leave our thrusters in climb mode like they are now. You can see it still says climb here. We'll just leave them there. And once we get up to speed, I guess once we crossed over 30,000 feet, I should have been paying attention to that. Obviously it's my error, but you know, I thought we were okay. But once we get up to speed, then we should begin our ascent again. There's no real rush to 41,000 feet. We have plenty of time to get there. I mean, it's, you know, we have a pretty long flight, so. But yeah, our cruising speed is going to be Mach 0.76. But for our climb, we're supposed to be at 0.64 right now, so. Almost there. I don't want to give it too much more in the way of thrusters. I don't want to switch into takeoff mode, but I'm pushing the increase button. There we go. All right, so there's our threshold there. So that's the maximum lever position for climb mode. All right, there we go. Now we're climbing again. That's almost 100 more on our indicated airspeed. Almost 100 knots more showing on our indicated airspeed. That's crazy. All right, we're officially in Mexico now. Obviously, we will be in Mexico for the remainder of our trip. It's cool. I've never flown over this part of Mexico before. This is pretty cool. We're going to be doing an RNAV landing today. As long as we can see, you know, as long as visually we're okay to land with a visual landing, we'll do RNAV. If not, we'll switch it over to a VOR landing. But we may need to do a holding pattern or go back out towards the sea a little bit in order to do that, because this RNAV landing has this kind of going down and then kind of like turning and then landing. Like there's no time to capture a localizer with this landing that we're doing. So if we do have to do a localizer type landing, we'll have to do a go around, go out about 15-20 miles from the airport and then turn around and then line up with the localizer and then land that way. We should be okay though. Hopefully everybody's getting ready to either have a nice night tonight. Everything's closed up. My kids are going to be over at my in-laws. I'm going to have some quiet time at the house. It's going to be awesome. Awesome. I can't wait. Can't wait for the quiet. Oh, man, it's awesome. That's a gift in itself sometimes, just the quietness. And once we get to our cruising altitude, we'll pull our thrusters back. Cruising, and we'll do our best to make sure that we keep our speed somewhere close, but not over the Mach 0.76 mark. Right now we got about 570 miles to the top of our descent. There's a good chance we're going to increase our speed a little bit, you know, our sim rate, but we'll see how it goes. The Earth has some beautiful terrain, that's for sure, man. I love one of the best things I like about this simulator is just the ground textures. Like, I love looking at the ground below. It is amazing. That might, like, if I was a real pilot, like if I did this in real life, I think that'd be one of my favorite things. It's just looking out and just seeing, you know, how beautiful the world actually is from up above. All right, we're almost at our cruising altitude. Yeah, I downloaded, I think I spent $5 on this livery pack, and it came with like 25 different liveries. This one I like the most so far, but there were some cool ones. It even comes with Air France. It comes with Delta and Azul, which, you know, Azul, which is a Brazilian airplane. But yeah, I've never seen a Delta CJ4 before, but we may have to do that. Maybe it'll be like for the executives. We'll pretend we're executives for Delta, and we'll fly from like Dallas to Atlanta to the headquarters or something like that. All right, let's go back in the cabin because we need to get ready to set our thrusters for cruise. Altitude's been captured. Let's pull back our thrusters a little bit at a time until we get to cruise. There's cruise. And we will keep an eye on this Mach number here. All right, good. There's our fuel reading now. Very good. I knew we had enough fuel. I mean, I put a little extra in. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Very good. Well, while we're not doing much, let's try to set up for our arrival if we can. So we are all right. So we're running runway 4. The slope for runway 4 is 0.12. And the outside air temperature at Puerto Vallarta is 20 degrees, so we'll just put it 20. And the runway wind speed, I know this is, the info I'm putting in is from real life, but it's okay. It's not like it shouldn't really be much different in the simulator here. All right, 360 by 5. Okay, so that's good. And now we should have our V speeds now. There we go. Okay. Landing. Let's send that to the FMC so we have it now. All right, and let's double check that we actually have it. Let's go here. Where's the display menu? And let's go here and go to the next page. Yep, and now we have our VREF, our V approach, and all the pertinent info. Very good. All right, very good. Let's check our speed. Our speed is okay. I think we're going to increase our speed here coming up in a couple of minutes. Do our little trick where we can increase the sim rate by 2 times. Just the airplane's a little bouncy right now, and I'm a little worried that if I increase the speed, it's going to, well, I know it's going to make the bouncing a lot worse. So it's already kind of bouncing around a bit. I don't want to make it worse. And I know planes bounce around when they're flying, but these small planes, you know, it's more pronounced, it looks like, you know, than it is on bigger planes. Let's sync our heading. All right, well, let's try to increase our speed and see what happens. See if that does anything to our I'm not worried about being on the outside today because I turned off all the clouds and shit, so we don't have to really worry about anything rendering close to us. You know, those clouds have a tough time when we increase the speed. Okay, that's Mach 7.6. We need to slow down a little bit. I could get away with 3x, I would do that, but 3x usually knocks me out of autopilot. You can see it looks like we're doing about a mile a second. To it, maybe like a mile every second and a half. We're on our way to our Puerto Vallarta getaway. That's a beautiful city, Puerto Vallarta, right on the west coast of Mexico, looking out on the Pacific Ocean. Oh man, it's God's country down there, that's for sure. Awesome. Awesome place. little less than an hour left until our descent. That's according to regular speed. Whoa! Whoa, bitch! How did we get so fast? We gotta slow down a little bit there, darling. A little too fast for me to. I think we were right on the cusp of warning sign going. You know, the warning's going off. We gotta balance this between 88% and 89%. So. We're getting there. Let's look at our descent chart. So by PR 606, we need to be lower than 17,000 feet. So make sure that happens. Got it there, 17,000. 614 is good. All right, so the rest of that is good. And what about our landing here? Oh, you know, we might be able to do a special type of landing because we do have a localizer that we can capture. I'm sorry, a VOR station, not a localizer. Interesting. We have about 330 miles left. What's 330 seconds? So they got 60 seconds or in a minute. So that's got to be longer than 5 minutes. But yeah, there's 100 miles, so it's 330 miles. That's, let's say, 330 times 1.5, so that's 480, and then 480 divided, 48 divided by 6 is 7, 8, so yeah, it might be about 8 minutes, kind of what I'm thinking, maybe 8 to 10 minutes until we get to the top of our descent if we continue this. Oh, look at that mountain. That is cool. Look at the colors on that thing. Wow. That is cool. Book it, that's for sure. Now, while we're descending, we'll set up our decision height. Let me take us out of sped up mode. I want to set up a couple of things real quick. Okay. So let's go ahead and get the course together for our landing tonight. So we have a course of 40. So let's go ahead and think our heading. Put ourselves in heading mode. Switch our nav source and let's plug in our course of 40. Oh, that's not the right thing. Nav is the right thing. All right, there we go. So that's good. All right, now let's click nav again. So that's set up, and we do need to plug in the frequency. Come down here. Let's go to tune. And it is 116.5. We will do that for there, and we are all set up now. Just increased our speed again. Yeah, because since we have a VOR station, there's a very good chance that I think this plane will do it. I've never tried it in this airplane before, but there's a very good chance that we'll be able to use a version of an ILS landing with this RNAV system. So if there's a VOR station at the airport, most of the time you can click approach with an RNAV, and instead of it being localized, it'll say FAC. I don't know what that stands for, but it'll say FAC, and that's essentially the RNAV landings version of capturing an ILS. And then instead of it saying glide slope, like GS, it'll say GP for glide path, and it's essentially the same type of thing as a glide slope. It's just not as precise. So we'll see what happens. That's what we're going to try to do at least. And if we can't, no big deal. We'll just land it by we'll land it manually. I just like trying to do the automatic landings as much as I can because I like sitting outside the airplane and looking at all the stuff. Look at all the pretty Earth. Look at all the wondrous joy Mother Nature brings us by looking at the Earth. All right, let's bring up our flight plan again. We'll be pretty close to our descent. We got 28. Yeah, a couple hundred miles to the top of our descent, so we got a little bit of time. We just got to balance this engine throttle to make sure we don't go too far over Mach 0.76. We have to move the throttle a little bit forward and back periodically just to make sure our speed stays around this 223 to like 226 area. That'll keep us at that Mach number. Pretty big city down there. I wonder what city that is. Where are we at? We're heading towards... So we just passed CUL. So that was Cullican. All right. We're getting there. We only got about 130 miles left to the top of our descent. Fuel is doing good. Pretty soon we'll take ourselves out of this sped up sim rate increase speed, and I think when we get to about 40, maybe 50 miles left to the top of our descent, we'll take ourselves out of this sped up mode and then plug in our altitude that we're going to descend to first, which is 23,000 feet. We'll arm VNAV and see if VNAV can take us down. We got about 150 miles to the... How can that be right? Wait a minute. If we got 150 miles... Doesn't seem right. So it's only giving us 50 miles to descend? From 41,000 feet? I mean, we'll follow the flight plan. But that just doesn't seem right. Like... It's only giving us like 50, 60 miles to descend. That's not enough. That's like half of what we need. That's weird. It's very strange. All right, let's take ourselves, well, let's wait till we get to about 50 miles. I'm looking at this. It says we have 119 nautical miles until we get to our destination, but like, it just doesn't seem like it's enough time to descend. I mean, descending is pretty basic math. You take your net altitude, you take the cruising altitude minus the landing altitude, you multiply it by 3. Well, you divide by 1,000 first and then multiply it by 3. So if you're at, say you need to descend to 41,000 feet, multiply 41 by 3, that's like 123, and then add like 10 or 15 miles to it. So we should need like 130, 135 miles to descend. All right, let's take ourselves out of the sped up mode. Let's plug in 23,000 feet. This does not seem like enough. All right, and now let's click VNAV. So we have top of descent there at X-Bud. Let me look at our flight plan from SimBrief. Maybe it's got the same info there too. Top of descent is X-Bud. Yeah, it's got the same info in SimBrief. So maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he's correct. Boy, that is gorgeous. Imagine living like there, right on the water, just in paradise. God, it's got to be amazing. Maybe one day I'll know what that's like. Maybe one day I can retire and live in paradise for my retirement. Into my oh, it's down there. Looking for my back scratcher. Sir, this is awesome. Man, that's the best back scratcher I've ever had. Wow, this thing is awesome. I got it at the Halloween store about a year ago, and it's got it's like this claw, right? It's like a skeleton hand, but it's got these really sharp, points on it, right? And when those things grab a hold of your skin, it's such a good feeling when you have an itch. Let's use my short little T-Rex arms. I can't reach back there. That's impossible, Mike. I can't. That's impossible, Mike. I can't do it. We are getting ready our descent, and we should be descending at around the same speed, around 0.76 roughly, until we get down to about 23,000 feet. Then we should be around 0.5. I just don't see where this is enough room for our landing, because when we make our final turn towards the runway, we only have 10 miles until we need to be on the ground. So we'll see. I mean, this system is calculating it, and so is SimBrief. So maybe it's correct. I don't know. What do I know? I'm not a real pilot, so maybe it's correct. I don't know. All right, but I do want to go ahead and flip this screen to this here and put our approach information there. All right, here's our vertical deviator. Once this star gets centered up, that should be pretty much our point of entry for the descent. There we go. Let's reduce our thrusters. Oh, wrong button. Not bad. Alright, so we've now begun our descent. Yes, I know it's uploaded, motherfucker. That's not what I... Hit the wrong button. Oh yeah, we still gotta set up our, shit. Let's go ahead and click on here. Let's set up our references. Okay. Let's go ahead and on this. We need to change that number to what is it? 549. Whoa. There we go. All right. So now we can escape. And we should have our... Yep, there we go. Now it's showing up there. Very good. And our speed is okay. It's a little fast. So let's drop our thrusters a little bit more. Should be in the 0.7. Oh, that's 0.69. We're okay. I thought that was an 8. Not bad. My bad. Bad. Bad bitch. Bad bitch. Bad. Outside air temperature right now. There's our outside air temperature in this plane. One thing about flying so many different planes, I kind of sometimes forget where certain things are. Not there. Maybe it's under systems here. It's easier to use this. Not there either. I don't know if I'm sure we're either in icing range or very close to it right now. Oh, here we go. So we're still at like -31, so. All right, yeah, we're not in icing range yet. I thought we would be at 30,000. You want to cut some bread?
Thanks so much.
Huh?
Yeah, so much. Please.
Huh?
Please.
Oh, okay, it's fine. Are you guys getting picked up, or am I taking you there? Take you? Yeah. Did you see what I left you on the sink upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys can say hi. That's my daughter.
Hi.
Say hi. 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 We're pretending we're a pilot. We're pretending we're a pilot again today.
Is Chad a bitch again?
Chad? I already pushed Chad out into the ocean. Yeah, The co-pilot seat's empty. There's no Giga Chad in the airplane today. Yeah. He was complaining it was too hard to grab onto the yoke because he had so much gel in his hands from fixing his hair. So I needed him to steer the airplane a little bit. He couldn't do it because his hands were all sticky from all the gel. So I pushed him out. I said, "Hey, Chad, look at that, man. Look at that in the ocean." He's like, "What is it?" And I just kicked him out. It's just us. You can just leave those in there. It's fine. In case somebody else wants to make a sandwich today. You know, we might have enough room, actually. We still have to cross that little peninsula over here. In front of the airplane, there's a little landmass that sticks out. We might have enough. We might be okay. I mean, obviously, this wouldn't be the first time I was wrong. I'm usually wrong on every flight about something, so. We got 15, what is our outside temperature? All right, we're still okay. So if you missed it, I already plugged in all the info for the runway and all that, and the wind speeds and all that, so that's how we have this approach information ready. Turn the dehumidifier off if it's on. That'll blow out the fuse. Have you turned it off already? Yeah, you're smart. All right, thank you. Look how smart I am, Paul. That was our speed, Mach 0.58. Yep, that's kind of where we should be at. So far, so good with this descent. Oh, wow, look at the land over there. That's cool how it's like, that's cool. It's killer. See that land over there? Super killer, that land.
You have somebody screaming on the watch.
Well, this is Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
So I can keep track of anybody. Nobody really ever messages me every once in a while. This is for the flight, so I can look at charts, so I know where I'm going, because I can't pull it up in this airplane. And that's OBS that's sending it to YouTube.
Oh.
And then that's from the, yeah.
You're like a real streamer.
What's that?
You're like a real streamer.
Yeah, I am. Almost. I'm almost a complete streamer. If I had an actual camera, that would be better, because then I could use, instead of using the laptop camera, I could use a. But yeah, a lot of the airplanes I fly, I can pull up these charts inside the airplane, but this particular one I can't do it. So I need it so I can see what I need to do and where I need to do it at.
Is the airplane too?
Yeah, it's pretty big. A lot of people still want me to do the Aerofly stuff, but I can't play it.
Is it that bad?
Yeah, it runs at 10 frames a second on my tablet at the lowest graphic settings, and it's not compatible with the iPad anymore, because the iPad's, I guess, 4 years old now, and it's too old, the iPad. Yes. If I get a new iPad, yeah.
Sweet.
But I refuse to buy a new iPad for that flight simulator. They haven't done anything new. All they did was come out with a new airplane, and everything else is still like the same. So I don't want to spend $500. If I'm going to spend $500, I'd rather get like an actual PC, or start building a PC, or get like a PlayStation 5. It's quiet in the cabin right now. It's so quiet without Chad. Oh my God.
You miss him?
I kind of miss Chad. Oh, no wonder. shit, I got to turn our altitude down more. No wonder. No wonder.
I don't know what Chad looks like. I miss him.
I'll have to show you one day what he looks like. All right, let's see here. Yeah, we need to descend. I'm sitting there talking to you, and I forgot to fly the airplane. Oh, we're gonna miss this altitude mark. That's my fault. That's my fault. I was talking to my daughter, and I was completely forgot about flying the plane. I didn't say it was your fault. I said I was talking to you, and we'll miss this mark, but it'll be okay. It's just a simulator. It's not like it's real life.
If it was real life, that'd be bad.
If it was, yeah, the ATC would probably yell at me.
What's that?
The air traffic controllers. Because we're supposed to be below 17,000 feet at this point here. And I don't think we're going to get... Well, you know what? We might get there.
I love that.
So what?
Air traffic controllers.
What, the game here?
No, the band.
Oh, the band, yeah. What?
I like the band air traffic controllers.
Oh, yeah, the band air traffic controllers, yeah.
I like their music.
I've never heard of them before.
No, they're very...
That must be that newfangled rock and roll all the kids are listening to.
I listen to, like, one of their songs, and the rest of it, like, there's a really good song, but I mean, the rest of the songs. I don't know if I can say it all too much, I'm sorry.
But I cuss all the time.
Okay, sorry, it's baby music.
Yeah. Baby music?
Yeah. Not really. One of the songs, like,
I gotcha.
the rest of their music is like that.
Okay. Okay. All right, so we need to be at 6,000 feet by the next waypoint there. So let's plug in. Oh, you know what? We almost caught up to... Oh, yeah, I got to change the barometric pressure again. Let's do that. Let's see if VNAV will catch back up now. There we go. We caught up. Woo. Just in time, y'all. With a mile, with 2 miles to go, we caught up. All right. What else are you looking for? Oh, you're stretching? Okay. All right, so now we need to, let's see here, we just passed PR 606. We have 43 miles now until PR 614. By there, we need to be at 6,000. It's either official flight plan or official fucking plan. It's one of those two. I don't know. It's probably flight plan would be my guess. All right, so we should be at Mach point 4. So 5.2 is where we should be at. So we're a little slower than where we should be, but that's okay. You can speed up a little bit. And when we get to 6,000 feet, we should be at 0.41. It would be nice if this flight plan switched back over to knots. You know, after, or true airspeed or something like that, other than the Mach number. It would be nice under 30,000 feet if they did that, but I don't know. Maybe it's a setting I need to change. Could be my fault. Could be user error. Vallarta, Porta Vallarta, na 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 na. Vallarta, Porta Vallarta, na 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 na. Not too bad. Hey, can you flip that sign on the clean, Gavin, and flip it to clean? Hey, I got stuff I got to put in the dryer too. Shoot. Oh well. I'll do it when this flight's over. Hey, if you don't mind. Just make sure the dryer vent's clean, please. Yeah, I watched some stuff. I forgot to switch it. All right, we are doing good, y'all. You okay? I know, I said, are you okay? So, can we go into heading mode from here? That's my question. Yes, please. Well, they're not in there anymore anyways. But no, those dryer balls didn't really do much. They were kind of a waste of money. Yeah, because from here we just need to make a left-hand turn to the airport, but I guess we'll just stay in this mode as long as we can, I guess. There's no reason to switch over just yet. See, like if we were in like a Boeing, we could actually stay in this mode and then click approach, and our RNAV system will capture that localizer state, the VOR station, and glide path, and put us in, approach mode that way. I think in this plane we need to actually treat it like an ILS. I think we need to switch to navigation source and then click nav and then, or click approach. One of those two. Probably nav would be my guess first, and then approach. I've never tried that kind of landing in these kind of planes before. I've only done ILS type landings or VOR landings in these planes. RNAV landings are still fairly new to me. At least in these kind of planes. I've done them a lot in the Airbuses and the Boeing jets, but not too much in these. All right, so we should be at Mach 0.4. All right, we're doing okay. Yeah, so we're going to cross this landmass. And then once we cross that landmass, we got about 10 miles, and then we start making our turn towards the runway. We have a short little turn to the left after Warpo, and then after Warpo, we got to make a hard left towards the airport. I don't think I can adjust the RNP in this plane, though. That would be nice. If I could set up the required navigation performance properly. But I don't see a way to do that in this airplane. Yeah.
You know that jelly that we got from the place yesterday?
The what jelly? Yeah.
Did they sell it in like a big thing?
I don't know, maybe to look at the store. Next time we go to the grocery store, we'll look.
Okay. I really like the apple jelly.
Yeah, I'm sure they sell it at the grocery store. I'm sure they sell apple jelly too. All right, very good. So let's zoom in a little bit more. Oh, I guess we'll leave it on 5 miles. Yeah, hon. Love you too. See you, I guess in about a couple hours, I guess we're leaving. Something like that. All right, we can put on our landing lights. So far, so good. Sorry about that little bit of a mix-up with the flight before. I was sitting there talking to my daughter, and I completely lost track of what I was doing. I didn't want to seem rude. I didn't want to seem rude and like ignore it, even though she probably should have left me alone since I was streaming. But no big deal. We were able to save. We were able to save the flight. All right, let's go down to 4,000 on the altimeter here. God, this thing moves so fast. Good Lord. I'm just doing single clicks, but I guess the more you click it, the higher it skips, you know, the numbers. All right, so we have a max of 220 that we need to be for Rorpo. So I may have to do a little speed intervention here with the flaps because we only have about six miles to get down to 220. So let's go ahead and do that. So far, so good. We're going to make this, after Rorpo, we make a little bit of a turn towards PR 401, and then PR 401 is where we hit, where we need to make that really sharp left-hand turn. There we go. Our mean path is coming back into play. And after Rorpo, we need to get down to 2,300 feet. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and I'd like to say we should probably start putting our flaps down because we really don't have that far to go. I think that would be a good idea to keep our speed down, to be honest. Let's put our first set of flaps down. I say first set, we only have 2 sets of flaps. We only have 2 sets of flaps. 2 sets of flaps. All right, there we go towards Rorpo. Then after that, we really need to be at 1,700 feet by PR 400, so let's put in 1,700. There's our airport right there, right on the left. We're probably going slower than they would be in real life, but I don't know what they would do in real life because I'm not a real pilot. I'm comfortable with the speed, and we're not falling out of the sky, so I'm okay. After we make this big turn, I'm going to click approach and see what happens. Either something really good is going to happen or nothing's going to happen. It has glide path, which leads me to believe, give me a second, let's pause this. We have a heading of 40. See, that leads me to believe that we can actually do this RNAV, this type of RNAV landing that I was talking about earlier. This might be cheating a little bit by pausing it, but I don't really care because I don't have a co-pilot. All right, and let's click approach again. All right, there we go. Let's do this now. So that's VOR. That's not the type of landing that I wanted to do. Let's click approach again. See, it has GP here for glide path. That's what I was talking to you guys about earlier.
Altitude.
All right, we can actually put our gear down. We're only about 10 miles away from the airport right now. So flaps full. And let's put this to 500. .102 is our approach speed. Still got LNAV working. We're in approach mode. All right, we have captured the glide path, which is awesome, because that essentially is the RNAV version of an ILS landing. That's essentially a weaker version of a glide scope, essentially. Glide scope is like Iron Man, and a glide path is like Hawkeye. You know, they're both great, but Iron Man's definitely got it much. He's definitely much more technologically sound and better than Hawkeye. So, at least in my opinion. Yeah, this glide path should take us all the way down. I'm actually curious, like, how far down it would take us. Let's see. Let's see if it'll land the airplane. I don't think it will. I think it'll get us close. LNAV is keeping us laterally lined up with the airport, and the glide path is taking us down. We're almost in paradise. We're about at our approach speed. Let's give it a little more juice. Let's see if it takes us all the way down. I'll be damned. Look at that.
Autopilot.
Oh, it was a little rough. Oh, shit. All right, so maybe glide path won't land us. All right, so next time we will disengage autopilot and and try to, and we'll land on our own next time. That was a little rough, but we're here. I might not ever fly these passengers again after today, but we're here. All right, that's it, my friends. Thanks for tuning in to the latest episode of the Airplane Show. My name is Greg. I will be back later today with another flight. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Any suggestions anybody has, send them in the comments. Either comment on this video or any of my videos. Just put a comment and say, hey, do this. This airport, or this kind of plane, or this scenario. You know, I'm open to suggestions. That's for sure. And that's about it, my friends. I will see y'all very soon on the next episode of the Airplane Show. Thanks for tuning in. Click subscribe, click like, and do me that solid. It only takes a fraction of your time, but it means the world to me. And I will see y'all again over the beautiful skies of Mother Earth very soon.